Before I ask you already to start thinking about your ambitions for today, what are your expectations?
My name is Peter. I'm interested in how to bring these very abstract concepts of circular economy, sustainability, and similar into a real product design. And what I bring to this workshop is curiosity.
I'm very interested in circular economy, especially in the cradle-to-cradle principle. And yeah, I want to gain more knowledge about that.
I'm mainly interested in how you implement your sustainable or eco-design works in your daily life basis.
Nothing can be perfect from the beginning, but we take it step by step, and we always make tangible steps that are interesting for some stakeholders. We designed a phone that is very easy to maintain, which is the first cycle. That's, let's say, the most sustainable thing you can do.
It should be more exchange, for example, with disciplines like craftsmen who can repair things.
It's a lot about knowledge. It's about the knowledge about how will this product be used, who's using it, how long are they using it, how are they using it, and from there we go, what kind of material do we choose, and then what is the best material for that kind of use. And so we need this knowledge framework around it.
But we did talk about it, how difficult it actually is to get an idea what the problems are with the products you're using or the products you are designing, how difficult certifications work, how difficult. So this is maybe an approach, you know, to interact and interface with certification bodies, or also change the way certain certifications like Ökobilanz, certain computations on the ecological impact of a product actually is working, and lobby to change these to more reflect the designs that people want to do. And also an important issue was information and education about materials and materials that are being used both for consumers and for designers.
What you have here is three levels of repairs. So you have a level of repair that is without any tools, which is the back cover, which is protective and ready for drops. You have the screen, which is also very easy to remove with your own hands, and you have the battery. So that's the first level in terms of ease. Then you have the second level, which are the modules. The modules only come attached to the device with these very simple screws. So this is, well, you see, I don't know if you've seen the screwdriver that I gave you, but it's a Phillips screwdriver, so the most normal screwdriver you can find. And there is also a kind of design language, which you don't see because it's a little bit blurry, that tells you what you have to do or where your attention needs to come when you want to, for instance, replace the the camera module here. So you have 3 spots, and those are the screws that you would need to remove to change your camera module. There is a third level of repairability, which is not really for consumers, I would say, which would be opening this module and refurbishing that module. The chipset is the brain of the device, let's say, and it's connected to, in our case, and in all the mobile phones, it's connected to the main PCB. It's because basically you don't know what's coming in rough terms. You can make estimations, but it's very difficult. And especially for mobile phones, so this is different for desktop computers, where you have a lot of space, you know, and you know, like there's a lot of space to put and connect and remove things. But when you want to have a stable system that works,
to have not just fair and regional, also repairable as an image, yeah? So
change the way of the products, like, well, in that in such a good way that repairings won't be a necessity any longer.
Right, so our topic was to make garbage visible for people as a valuable resource. It's a place that is in several districts. You have houses and coffee shops, kind of places, clubs, where you can bring your plastic, and there you can actually process the plastic to little filaments in the end, and you can produce your own little product.
We came up with the concept of a car in a box, which is basically a modular car you can assemble yourself with the modules yourself, and build together your own car. 3 different opportunities to build these modules. So one is you have really complicated like core elements of the car, like the motor and everything that is related to that, the electronics, the stuff you have to build more or less centrally or bicentrally. But then you have 2 other types of parts that can be built in a local market. That is either with 3D printing, or it's rather simple parts that you can produce basically everywhere. And this is where the motto "screw it" comes from, because, for example, if you have screws and other parts of the car, you can buy virtually everywhere. This car itself can be a facilitator for reusing components and reusing materials.